Ew, we're live.
Hello.
How is it going? Here we are once more. Holy shit.
Back again. Wow. Episode 8.
8. We're almost double digits.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
We're doing good. We're doing good.
We're doing something. I don't know if it's good, but we're doing. So how you been?
Been okay.
Yeah.
Crazy week. Had to go to a doctor's appointment like 2 hours away. That was different. But I got to give a shout out to a very special dude right now, okay?
Yeah.
So I had a driver for my appointment up in, like, I don't know, some bumfuck New Hampshire, whatever. Anyway, the driver and I hit it right off, and he's like, he goes, you seem like a dude I would get along with. I'm like, yeah, something about you too. And he's like, I do a podcast. And I was like, no way. I was like, so do I.
No,
I do a podcast as well. So I'm going to give a shout out to Marco at Vintage Burn Podcast. And these guys have been doing like 5 years.
Holy shit.
And I checked out their stuff, and it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
All they do is review metal music and horror movies.
Oh, fucking awesome.
And they do great stuff. I think you would really be into their stuff. They
go
deep dive into, like,
I'll write that down.
Horror movies, like just like Evil Dead and all this stuff. They really just tear it apart and really talk about it, like, detail. And it's a cool podcast.
Sweet.
So yeah, Vintage Burn Podcast. Check it out, because
I am
they
definitely
said they were going to check us out. So
damn. Well,
so yeah, it was really. So that was a highlight of my week. I thought that was pretty cool.
That is cool. Christ.
What about you, man? How's your weekend?
It was just a week. It really was just a week.
Yeah.
Well, bands getting, I shouldn't say back together. We've been jamming and stuff, and started writing some new material, so that's cool.
Really? New stuff. Sweet.
New material.
Cool.
Which
still jamming the older stuff though. Yeah.
I haven't played the older stuff in years.
But are you guys just leaving that behind at this point and just focusing on new stuff?
Yeah, for now. Yeah.
Okay.
See what happens.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're just gonna work on, like, don't mind me, I'm like burping up a storm. I eat way too much.
It happens, you get that gas bubble that just won't go away.
Yeah, just burping up a storm over here.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're gonna do like single songs and just throw them out there on Spotify and everywhere, and just hey, see what the reaction is. And
I'm excited to hear it.
Who knows?
I'm excited to hear what you guys come up with.
It's definitely different. So
different from the previous stuff.
Yeah.
Really?
A little bit. I shouldn't say definitely. I don't know. It's not.
Hey, what's up, Rapid? How you doing? He's asking, what's your band?
Oh my God. The name of the band is Endicide. I'll just type it in there. Can I type it in there?
Yeah, I can type it in there. You want me to?
Oh, I'm on it. I am all over it.
Oh, you're typing. I'm the moderator, and you're good. All right. I see how this goes. There it is. Yeah. Now check him out, Rapid. Great stuff, man.
We haven't done any
every week. Every week I spin it.
So haven't recorded any music since 2003, so it's been a while.
What would you categorize that style back then that you guys were doing? Is there a category you throw it in, to tell like somebody who's never heard it before? Is there any way of like describing it?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's kind of
based on a listener is like me. I'm gonna give what I would say is like, I don't know. It's not. No, it's hard to say actually, isn't it?
The only thing
it's not new metal.
No,
it's.
I know. I know. When we started writing the way we were writing, a lot of people weren't doing that kind of shit, and it was really odd. But whatever.
We had this discussion before. Definitely Endicide's Music Rapid is way before its time. Like, I think it stands up now more than ever than it did, back then. I think it was, maybe too different and extreme back in the day, when it came out.
Yeah, it was different,
But now it makes sense. Now it's it's one of those things. I don't know, but it was always good though. I always liked it.
It kind of sucked because like the stuff that we recorded, the studio kind of sucked, which you have that. So the
back
recordings
in the day,
were,
it was hard to find something.
It was really
good.
difficult.
What I mean?
Really difficult.
It was like hit or miss. You pay a ton of money, and all of a sudden you're like,
it's like, oh,
I could get a really good album or a really shit album.
Yeah, and it's a crapshoot. Like, I don't know what this is gonna sound like, but yeah. But
it all depends on what you had for equipment back in the day too. It really did.
In one of the studios we were working with, we got we ended up recording like a few songs, and then we went back to record some more songs, and he changed the whole studio. So it's all
the
different equipment.
Initially recorded on was not the same.
Right. So it sounds drastically different.
Yeah.
Like,
you're not going to get the same vibe out of that equipment if it's different,
That's crazy.
Wow. Which will actually stem on later in this episode about good equipment.
That's true. That is very
changing
true.
Equipment. You never know,
Listening to Pay the Price. Oh my God. That was like
that's one of my favorite songs right there.
Everyone, that was like the one that everybody really liked. And that was the one that we couldn't stand. But it's a good tune.
I I'm going to give my recommendation to you, Rapid, because it's one of my favorites, is Chains in My Mind. I love that song. Check that.
That's a long one.
I love it though.
That was the one, they were playing one of our other songs on the radio, and we ended up doing a show for a radio station, and the guy comes up to me, one of the DJs comes up to me after we played Chains in My Mind, and he goes, "Why the fuck didn't you send me that song?" Like it's 6.5
because it's too long for radio.
6.5 minutes long, and he's like, "I don't care, I'll fucking play it." And I was like, "All right, well, I'll send you that fucking song." So we sent him the song, and he did play it. And I was like, "Holy shit!"
I almost want to say I don't know where it aired, but I might have heard it. Was it on ever like Spin Out or anything like that?
Oh yeah, it was on.
I probably heard it on CYY.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I heard it back in the day when it was out there. Yeah, I think I did.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wait, I know
this song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Jesus.
We got to stem into our beer section of this podcast.
Oh yes. Let's do this. Where did I put my beer?
We gotta open it up like we always open it up.
Oh yeah.
Cans and otherwise.
I got a can.
Me too.
I got a can. All right, you go ahead. What do you got?
You're gonna let me go. All right, let's go. So today, I'm drinking a beer called Burkhart, brewed by, let's say, Schilling Beer Company.
Where are they located?
They're out of Littleton, New Hampshire.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So based on their little thing, I'm going to read their little backstory about this beer.
You got a backstory? I don't have a backstory.
I got to read the backstory, why they made this.
All right.
So it's Burkhart is our interpretation of a strong German-style lager.
Ooh.
This traditional style is characterized by a hearty and balanced malt profile and filled with notes of dark bread, toast, and a kiss of toffee. Subtle hop bitterness balances the rich malts. The hints of roast and warmth are apparent. Lagered until beautifully round, this is a hearty beer for the late North Country fall. So it's a fall beer, apparently.
All right.
7%.
Oh, we're still in the fall. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So German-inspired ale. That's what it is.
All right.
It sounds good, though. I don't know.
Hey. You'll find out. You will find out.
Here's a weird thing, because I'm looking at the picture of this beer, right? Here's the thing. So there's a picture of the can in the photo and it says 6.5% in the photo I'm looking at, but I look at the can that I'm looking at, it says 7%.
You got like a special one. You got a special
So they
can.
boosted that up like that,
just
0.5.
for you. Just for you.
I got the special alcohol in this one. Nice. What do you got, man? What are you drinking today?
Shit. All right. So I'm going to try to show this to the camera again. Ooh, isn't that a cool?
That looks like my family crest. Look at that, thing.
Cool. Freaking
what is
sweet. That? It's by Mast Landing Brewing Company. And they are in why am I? Oh, I brought it up. Westbrook, Maine. Westbrook, Maine. This one.
There are so many breweries popping up in Westbrook. I mean, Westbrook and Maine in general. There's many breweries in Maine now. It's crazy.
Well, what did I looked up this company. They make 186 different beers.
Wow. That's a lot of beers.
That's ridiculous. 186 different beers. How is that fucking
I'm curious
impossible?
How long they've been in business. I mean, how long they've been around.
No, I could check that in a second, but
go on with what you're drinking.
Yeah, this is.
I'll definitely research that on my own time.
I guess it's called Solidus. 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 Solidus.
Sounds like a Tool song.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
Solidus.
I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write a song called Solidus. It's a Scottish ale.
Really? Scottish ale.
Yeah. Different. I don't know what the alcohol is. Oh, it's only 5.2.
Oh.
I'll drink it fast though.
I'll drink it fast to catch up with you.
Every time you take a sip, I'll take two.
So I'm looking up the meaning of that word.
Solidus.
What does that mean?
Solitis. That sounds like some kind of skin disease.
Is it Solidus?
Yep. What did you say? Say SOL? Yeah.
So it's another term for slash, apparently.
Interesting. Like the action of like slashing.
Yeah, it's a chemistry thing too. I don't know. Weird.
Yeah,
it's another term for slash. Weird. In chemistry, a curve in a graph of the temperature and composition of a mixture, below which the substance is entirely solid.
Oh, well, yeah, it has solid in the name. Gotcha. Very interesting.
So here we go. Let's check these out, I guess.
Yeah, hang on 1 second. Let me crack this thing open. Oh my god.
I hit my microphone. Do that. Sorry.
Did that come through?
I don't know if mine came through. Did you hear that?
I heard a little bit now.
Yeah, it doesn't resonate well over the microphone. It's like, tss. Oh, what? Okay. Oh, this smells like any other beer to me. I think I'm going to enjoy this.
It's got a little.
Or is there no smell?
This one's got. I think I got COVID. No, this has got like a. Well,
can you say that on Can you use the C word?
Oh shit, that's right.
Wow, that smells all right though. It smells all right. I said this last time. Smells all right. It smells like just like a regular lager to me. So
we doing a sip out of the can?
Let's do can first and then glass.
And
all right,
then glass.
Let's try that out.
All right.
Yeah. Here we go.
Cheers.
Burkhart.
Happy
Cheers.
Friday.
Happy Friday. Oh, wow. That's weird. That one's very strange. It started off. Mine started off strange. like me. I'm not sponsored by this company, but I love my PBR. I love it so much. This started off like that. It started off like the taste of a PBR, and then it got really dark at the end of it.
So it tasted really bad at first.
No, hey.
Just kidding.
That's not it. No, that's not it. No. But no, I've drank PBR so long that I don't mind the taste of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, actually, I don't mind PBRs.
But This one started off like a lighter, maybe like in your whole Bud Light, Miller Light kind of range, and then got really dark. It got like a almost borderline IPA kind of thing going, but not. It didn't get to that flowery taste. It kind of got like really bitter, but not bad. It's very strange, hard to explain. Like a burnt beer taste, like almost like it's weird because the description did say toast, and it tastes like a burnt. It tastes like a burnt like barley malt thing. It's kind of very strange.
That crazy cat was about to attack me. I heard him coming up on me.
I do enjoy that though. That's very unique. So let's pour it in the glass here and see what we got here. It's darker than I thought it was going to be.
This one is like really dark too. Like, holy shit.
It almost looks like Coca-Cola.
Look at this fucking thing. That's like,
yeah, look at mine.
Oh shit. Oh wow, yours is even darker than mine.
It's got, you know, you can kind of see the light coming through it a little bit, but it's pretty dark. Yeah, we're about the same color on that.
Wow. That is surprising. Mine's like a... I don't even know how to explain that. I'm going to like take some kind of a class on like... I want to say caramel, like a caramel.
No, you know what? I figured out what this tastes like.
Nice. He must be talking about you.
He's talking about me? Yeah. I'm sorry. I get excited about stuff like that. But no, it literally has a... I'm being very... How's this word go? Specific?
Specific? Specific.
It tastes like a carbonated, almost like watered down coffee.
Okay.
This beer.
Yeah.
It almost has a caramel coffee flavor, but it's really mellow.
What this one is like, the same thing. Like now that you say coffee.
Taste it again and tell me you don't taste the coffee hint.
Yeah, like a caramel.
Black coffee.
Yep. Yeah, so we got a similar flavored thing going on here.
It tastes like black coffee, but really watered down with like carbonation in it.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Wow, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what this tastes like.
That's exactly what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Wow, we actually got something close to each other this time.
It's really not bad. I can only drink one of these.
I could drink a bunch of them, but
this is gonna
one of them was
my ass.
good. Yeah, that would be good with like a barbecue dinner or something. You know, something just to
I don't know.
You know, bring out the flavors of everything or something.
It's gonna be super filling. It feels like it's gonna be filling.
It does. It feels heavy. Yeah, it does definitely feel heavy.
I'm already full. I ate too much for dinner, and oh my god, I'm so screwed.
So, based on what you think of it, what would you score it out of? Like a 1 out of 5 or something like that. What would you do?
This one, I think I'm gonna go with a. See, I gotta look at it like, is this something I would buy again? I probably would buy it again. Would I buy it often? Probably not.
Right.
No, I'm gonna go with a 3. I'm gonna go with a solid 3.
Solid 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I was having a get together, like a barbecue with my friends or something.
I just burped and it tasted really good. I'm gonna go with a 3.5.
Okay. You're kind of around the same area I'm at. You know, if I was having like a barbecue or something, and it's like everybody have one of these, and like this would complement, because I think it would really being I do cook for a living. I kind of figure out like how certain drinks taste with certain foods.
Yeah.
I could see like this going really well with like a brisket or something.
I'm gonna have to find out. I do have my smoker.
He's a barbecue kind of guy.
I love doing briskets.
I'm incorporating both of us into this.
There we go. So you're saying we're gonna have to get together and
we're gonna have one of these
and eat a brisket.
One of yours and one of mine.
Yep.
And one of your briskets.
Yep.
And see how the flavor profiles meld together. I think it's gonna be amazing. You know. But it seems like it would go really well with something like that. So,
actually, yeah.
Would I buy it all the time? Probably not. You know.
Yeah.
But for something like that, yeah, absolutely. It's like, oh, we have to buy some of these beers and have them when we get together. So on that, I'm gonna say right around where you are. Yeah,
You got 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.7. Can we
Oh
do
shit!
3.7?
I don't know. I think we
Leading
can.
up there.
I think we can. I think
going
we
more
can.
towards that 4, but it's in between. So,
And if anyone's curious
like
about like our beer ratings and stuff, we have an Untapped account. Untapped. That's UNTAPPD.
Yes,
So if you can get the app, look BGI Pods up, and you can follow us, and you'll see all of our beer reviews and
you can
all
find out what we think of all
what's going on
stuff.
with this hand. My hand just kept doing this shit. Like, what am I doing? But
You
yeah,
thought you were in a parade for a second.
I was like, yeah, doing my wave. It's my princess wave.
There she is, Miss America.
What were we doing?
Copyright strike. Sorry.
Oh shit! Yeah, you can't do that.
No, I'm actually thoroughly enjoying this. This is a nice beer. It's very good.
That's surprising.
Shout out to Schilling Beer Company. Good stuff.
Mast Landing.
So
that's. I like
so
the
dragon.
Subject. Ooh,
So I do love it. It looks like I said, my family crest has that similar looking thing on it.
Shit.
But all right. So today's
topics.
We're talking about topics. Multiples.
Topic. No, just one.
What are we talking about, Red? What are we talking about today?
We're talking about, that's right, the poor man's pedal board, right?
Poor man's pedal board.
Right.
Okay.
So guitar
pedals. When we say pedal board, yes. When we say pedal board, we're talking about
guitar
effects pedals for guitarists or a bassist. It could be, maybe not.
Well, you can do a poor man. You know what? That could be another podcast. Maybe we could do like another episode.
I've seen enough bassists use guitar pedals for everything, so it could work for both.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
But if you're like Cliff Burton or something,
or
like the reincarnation of Cliff Burton,
you're
Cliff
Burton,
you're not.
I don't think no.
Yeah, you're not him, but
he's been gone for a while.
But no, what could somebody on an extreme budget afford if they had?
Well, how cheap can we
build a pedal
this
board
thing, right?
What could they do?
Well, we got to figure out what are the staples of a pedal board.
Yes. What? Okay, let's go to you because you've been playing guitar.
Well,
probably if longer than me, or if not even the same amount of time as me. I don't even know.
I don't want to say how long, because then it really shows how old I really am.
Doesn't matter. We're guys, right? It don't matter.
I've been playing for 38 years.
38 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How long? What age did you start?
Well, now it gives my age away.
Oh, I know. It doesn't matter, right? It's going to be in some profile
when
somewhere.
I was 10. When I was 10.
When you were 10.
Yep.
Yeah. See? Okay.
My cat's gonna.
I did that on purpose. I was just trying to throw you under the bus. But no, I did this on purpose because I'm turning 43 in 1 hour. So.
Are you really?
It's my birthday in like 1 hour. No, wait, 57
Shut the fuck
minutes.
up.
So, yeah.
Jesus Christ, I'm a horrible friend. I should have
known
that.
We're gonna be in the we're probably gonna go into the birthday stream.
Well, now we have to.
See how long it goes.
Now we have to.
But anyway, no, it's so yeah. I've been playing. I started when I was 30 years. So I've been playing 30 years. So like when I was 12, 13. So it was about 30 years ago. But what was the point I was making? Tell me. Jeez, I lost it. I got all excited.
We were just talking about like you.
I'm like, it's my birthday.
I'm so happy.
I don't know why I'm excited. I'm just getting older. Why do you get excited about your birthday when you're getting older?
You lived another year. When you start getting up and down, it's like, holy fuck, another year. I did it.
Actually, this kind of always scares me. It's this hour countdown. It's like, am I going to make it? I don't know. Just flop.
Maybe this weird ass beer is going to be the one that puts me over.
I just freeze up and fall over like my workplace did.
Where'd you go?
I think it was the sandwich.
Jesus.
I think it was that Burkhart beer. I think that's what
Oh, shit.
He gave an elegant description about how coffee and beautiful tasting it tasted. And
get out of there. Did you see him?
I saw him. I just saw eyes glowing next to you.
He's going to attack me. I know it.
He is. He's ready.
Anybody watching? This is just water. It's no chemicals, just water.
He's sprayed with straight sulfuric acid.
That's right. That's how you teach a cat.
See those bald spots on him? No,
all right, so what the hell are we talking about?
We're talking about the poor man's pedal board here.
Oh, we're gonna go over yeah.
No, but what do you
the
think?
Staples of just a pedal board?
Yeah.
Like, for one,
that's what I was gonna say. Is I asked how old you were, and like you've had a lot more experience with like effects pedals and stuff, back in the day. Because when I got into it, technology started advancing a little more. Shit started to get a little bit more extreme. Companies were everywhere. But when you were, starting out, there were very kind of few options. I mean, they had companies that were there.
Oh yeah,
that had really good pedals out, but there wasn't a flooded market of pedals. That's my point.
Christ, and when I was younger, I couldn't afford like the good pedals, like
right.
So something like
they're
this
all
is perfect,
super expensive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was stupidly overpriced. Expensive, not overpriced at all. They were really high quality.
So back in the day, what do you consider something that would have been like an essential pedal that you had to have, whether you had only one in your bedroom? What would that pedal be? What would you have to have? Well,
if I go back to when I was first starting playing, a distortion pedal. You just needed a distortion pedal.
Oh, absolutely.
Didn't matter if you had an amp with distortion, you needed more distortion on top of the distortion. That's what you...
you needed to put more distortion on top of the distortion.
Oh, yes.
Like, so it's not fuzzy enough.
Yeah, so that's... in my opinion, that's like number one, distortion pedals. Well, actually, I shouldn't say it. It depends on what you have for an amp setup.
That brings in a whole nother subject,
right.
But
if you have an amp with a decent distortion.
Before we get to that.
Yep.
So, like, you saw, like, say you see an ad in a magazine and you see a pedal and you're like, oh, this pedal does this, makes you sound like this.
Yeah.
Or it makes you sound like that. And then you go, oh, I need to have that distortion pedal.
Yeah.
Was there one pedal that you went, I need to have that pedal? Was there a company that made it or something that you went, I need to have that pedal because it's going to make me sound like this guy or that guy?
I think the only pedal that I just had to have because of like people using it and it was huge for a while was a whammy pedal.
Yeah.
A Digitech whammy pedal. I needed one of the old school whammy pedals. Wasn't that Digitech?
There was no distortion pedal though that you ever stuck out to you that you needed to have.
Everyone used the Boss DS1. That was like everyone.
Yeah. Is that the orange one?
That's the orange one, yeah.
The orange just said distortion on it. It was bright orange.
Yeah, bright orange.
Okay.
Yeah. And I had an old Ibanez Tube Screamer.
Yeah.
I had one of those. Yeah. Those were great too. But I don't know if is that considered distortion or overdrive? I think it might be distortion.
That's not a distortion pedal. That's an overdrive pedal.
Is that overdrive?
Yes.
I think I think you're right. Yeah.
Like the 808. Is that what you're talking about? The Ibanez 808.
Ooh,
yeah.
If I could spell, Jesus.
Yeah, that was considered a overdrive, I believe.
I think you're right. I think
it's not a drive pedal. Distortion pedal, I mean.
It doesn't even say what it is. It says it's green. That's what it is. It's fucking
I'm going
green.
back to my Helix, but when I apply it into my chain in my Helix, it's considered overdrive.
Yeah, I want to call it an overdrive.
Yeah. It just no everybody used it the same way too.
Oh, yeah, actually, you run two of them.
You would just boost.
you
you would boost the level. You turn the the drive all the way off because it just was a loudener. It boosted your amp, whatever you were using.
Yeah.
You'd set like tone at 12 o'clock. You wouldn't even really touch that. If tone at all, because if you were using your amp, you could just do that like that. But that was definitely, I got to say, what my distortion pedal pick would be that I saw when I was a kid that I had to have. And it was a big mistake.
Oh, no.
There's two of them, actually. I got them at the same time. I'll never forget. There was a DOD distortion. Death metal distortion. Do you remember
I know.
this pedal?
Oh, I know the pedal. Oh, yeah. I know the pedal.
It had like skulls on it and like graves and stuff. It was weird. And then there was that one, and I got the other one at the same time. Was the Metal Zone? It was a Boss Metal Zone.
Metal Zone,
Which I gotta say, the Metal Zone is way better than the DOD death metal pedal.
Yeah, the death metal pedal was something. Yeah.
Oh, it was so fuzzy and overdriven. It wasn't even funny.
Yeah.
You just sounded like static, But going back to what you were saying, some people like it. Yeah, if you're going for that
industrial
1980s suffocation death metal sound, definitely get the DOD death metal pedal. Did that, but the Metal Zone was pretty well rounded for a pedal. It had good tone controls, good gain controls, where you could kind of dial it back to make it not so extreme sounding. It was, you know what I mean? But I think we should go back to what you were saying initially about amp.
Yeah.
The amp matters too, what you're playing it through.
It really does.
So what did you have when you started?
Oh
as
my
what
God,
what were you playing through that was comparable to what pedal you were putting into it? You know what I'm saying?
Well, when I first started playing, my first amp was a Fender Reverb 25.
Well, you were running that pedal you were talking about, though, like the Ibanez tube screamer into that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I had for an amp for I don't even know how many years. But it's,
right.
Amps are expensive. It's like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Super expensive.
Yep. And
what was I running? Oh my God. I was running I'll never forget. I got it. Now I forget. I mean, I'll never forget. Excuse me. I was running a Laney 50 watt from Rent-A-Center.
When they were selling, that's right.
Remember when Rent-A-Center used to sell musical instruments?
I do remember that. Yep.
So my mother got it for me, like on like some kind of like Rent-A-Center layaway kind of program.
Yeah.
And it was like a 50 watt amp, and it was a solid state. But it sounded really good. Like even the distortion channel on it was great.
Oh yeah.
It sounded like
some of
if you want to sound like Black Sabbath or something, it sounded fucking awesome. It was great, But it wasn't enough.
It's never enough.
More distortion. But it did have reverb built into it. It was a great little amp. I kind of wish I still had it. I think I sold that years ago. I don't know whatever happened to that, actually. Maybe Rent-A-Center repossessed it because I forgot to pay for it. I don't know. But
who the fuck knows?
But my point is like, I love the way it sounded after I put the Metal Zone pedal into that Laney amp. It totally just changed the whole shape of the amp.
Yeah.
It sounded way better to me, because I wasn't getting the distortion I was looking for.
Yep.
Now I can't remember how much the Metal Zone was back in the day, but it wasn't cheap.
No, I don't think they were. I think they were.
Definitely.
Jeez, I want to $80.
Yeah,
something like that, somewhere around there. I don't know.
Which back in that time, that was $80.
That was a lot of money. I don't know.
Yeah, that wasn't cheap. That was actually a lot of money back.
Was it 80 or was it 50? I can't remember. There's too many fucking too many pedals.
Yeah,
too many pedals. Too many prices.
Too many pedals, too many prices. Come on down.
Come on down.
You're the next contestant on. You paid too much for that pedal.
It may have been around. Jesus. Well, now they're $100. So they'll,
You think they would have gone up in price at this point?
well, no, I think they must have gone up. So
Maybe they were super cheap back in the day.
Well, $100 now. It was probably $50-$60 back then. They haven't pedals haven't gone up that
still
much.
Not bad though. You think about it, that's actually not bad.
No, but when we were
$50?
kids and stuff, $50 is a lot of fucking money.
That was a lot of money.
You know,
that was a lot of money back in the day. Yeah.
I mean, the DS1s, those were great because I think they were like $25 way back when I first started buying them. And then you could mod them. I used to mod the pedals, and holy Jesus, you could actually make them sound really good.
I never understood anything about that whole modding of pedals and stuff. I never understood what amps, pedals. I had no idea. No clue. It's just like, yeah, here it is. Sit on the floor and stomp on it. That's kind of the vibe I always had. But yeah, I mean, so we got a distortion pedal. Something. What's the next staple that you could think of?
Would that be the number one distortion pedal? That's what I'm going to go with. Number one.
Is
got to get
number one essential pedal has to be a distortion pedal. Absolutely.
Because a decent distortion pedal, even if you're looking for overdrive, you can cut the gain back and use it as an overdrive pedal if need be. So you don't, you know what I mean?
So it's pretty much a main staple of your whole pedal board is a good distortion pedal.
That's what I'm going to go with.
You can use it in so many different ways. It's not even funny.
All right. So yeah, there we go. Distortion pedal. That's the number one.
Well, I'm going to say next thing here. What is your opinion about noise gates? Would you invest in a pedal as a noise gate for somebody that didn't have a budget, but their amp feedbacks all the time? I mean, I'm a big believer in noise gates.
Well, that goes back
to you.
Yeah, that goes back to
what you're playing too.
Yeah, it goes back to what we were talking about. It depends on the amp that you're using.
And how much overdrive you're using out of that distortion pedal too.
Yeah.
Because do you want it to squeal when you stop playing, or do you want to have a gate?
In certain situations, certain times, like throughout the years, I've used noise gates.
Yeah.
And then my last, Christ, all the way up until I started like just using the modeler, the fucking head rush.
Yep.
I wasn't using noise gates for years. So I was just using my tube amp with my massive pedal board. And there was no noise gate.
There was no noise gate on that?
No. Nope.
You sure it wasn't built in anywhere though? You know what I mean?
No, because I didn't have any multi effects. It was all stomp box. It was all analog pedals.
Okay. Yeah, in my experience, like I've noticed through every time I was ever playing, it's like maybe I was using too much overdrive and I needed a gate. Because especially
that depends, like I was saying, that depends on the amp. Because
the style of music you're playing too, though, is big difference. Especially like modern, I'm talking to the younger crowd out there that are playing all this like gent stuff and like playing all that techie stuff. It's like you're not going to get that tight percussive sound without a gate. It's impossible. It's not going to be a thing.
Yeah.
So it's like if somebody that was a teenager now was going to build a pedal board, definitely I think a gate is a key element to the rig. It has to be. You know?
Yeah, I can see that.
Maybe not to the older players, but
but
if you want those really tight sounding rhythms and stuff, you need a gate. I think you do.
Well, and that was the other thing too. This, like I said, sometimes I used gates. And then sometimes I didn't. Like, and I think I got away from gates because I didn't like the way playing leads. I hated it. Like if I was trying to have a note ring out. And slowly
there's another thing right there. I would always I've used gates live.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I know what you're talking. I had to say this because I would always forget.
Yeah, and it would
with the gate.
It would shut off the fucking note that you were trying to ring out. Like
I used a pedal called a decimator. It was a decimator pedal for the chunky rhythm parts.
What does a decimator pedal do?
It's a noise gate. It's called decimator.
Oh, is that what it? Oh,
knocks
okay.
the sound like flat,
Okay.
out. But if you forgot to turn it off, when you went to go play a clean section or a lead, it was like
Yeah,
it just cut off all the ringing of every note you played.
Yeah,
and it was like, oh my god, that's not what I
shit.
want to happen.
Yeah,
so noise gates can be a hell of a crutch if you don't use them properly.
Yeah,
if you don't turn it off for a solo or a clean part, it's just gonna cut out any resonance that your sound has,
which is pretty much why I stopped using noise gates for the most part.
It's that one pedal you got to stomp on that if you forget it's gonna kill everything.
No. And especially live, what we were doing live, it was just, I didn't really need a noise gate. It was my amp never squealed. It never did any weird shit. So
that's rare though, because sometimes that shit is uncontrollable live.
Yeah.
Depending on how they mic it up, or how loud you are, or what's close to you, you just start squealing out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, it's and it really if you're really close to your amp, you could have fucking uncontrollable fucking squealing. Yeah, and it's really everywhere. It depends on the amp, because I've had amps where it's just uncontrollable. Doesn't matter what I did. And it's like, oh well, this friggin' sucks, But then I've had other setups like my VHD that I can stand I shouldn't say right next to it, 10 feet away. I can stand 10 feet away from it. And
what?
Yeah.
No,
Huh?
What? What are you saying? Can't hear you. Dude, we're not even playing. What?
Yeah. But that I wouldn't get any feedback. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
So
that's rare. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe your amp has a built-in noise gate somewhere.
No, it has a lot to do with replacing tubes, having your amp rebiased, making sure that your amp is like up top notch. But that's with tube amps, and that's only some tube amps, because I've seen somewhere it really doesn't freaking matter what you do. They just you get a lot of feedback.
They're just gonna squeal like nobody's business.
Yeah, and then solid state amps, forget it. Like those are squeal monsters. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying that's a great amp for a noise gate.
I've owned three amps, and they've all squealed, every single one of them, which is the Laney that I talked about.
Yeah,
and then I had a Ibanez Tone Blaster 100 watt. That one squealed like crazy. It was like a 2x12 combo. And then, it's down here. Here's my little Line 6. Yeah. This thing squeals too at really high volumes. It will squeal like crazy.
Yeah.
But, it's all about the amp, I guess. But my point is like, do you think noise gates are essential or not needed in a budget poor man's pedal board?
I think you can get away with...
They have one.
I think you can get away with not having it, but I think it's something that maybe we should just put that as like a later on. But
this is where we differ. Like, you think it does. I think it does. You think it doesn't.
Right.
So,
well, if you're on a budget, I don't know.
I think it's essential for me.
Right.
So that might mean a sacrifice on my end, and not on
because so that that
so
amount of money.
Should we give a backstory of why we're doing this?
Sure.
We didn't really talk about why we're doing this.
Sure.
So what we're gonna do here is, the reason we're doing the whole poor man's pedal board idea is we're talking about building a pedal board,
the poor man's
with the least amount
of money,
the poor man's pedal, the least amount of money you can come up with.
Yeah.
And get a rig that sounds maybe okay.
I'm going to be shocked if they sound really good. I'll be like, what the fuck? Seriously?
But our idea is like, Reb here is going to pick what he likes.
Yeah.
Based on our decisions. And I'm going to pick what I like based on what I thought of. And we're going to build these pedal boards. And we're going to have an episode where we show what we come up with and see how they sound. Maybe it sounds amazing. Maybe they would sound like shit. We don't know.
No idea.
It could be great. So, anybody who's watching now or in the future, That's
and
definitely where we're going with
later
this.
on down the road, we might do a giveaway
Yes.
with the
We might
poor man's
give these
pedal
boards
board.
away.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I really like Reb's setup. I'd really like to win that. Okay.
Yeah.
Get in the raffle to win his. If you like mine, same with mine. It could be really something fun in the future. So
Yeah, we'll do something. We'll do something like that.
That is the gist of why we're talking about this right now, because we're like, what could you build on the cheapest budget possible?
I know.
So I think a noise gate would work, and a board like that, he thinks it's not necessary.
See,
So
I'm gonna put
my
noise gate like towards.
I'm gonna say my board will probably have it. His board probably won't.
I'm gonna,
you know,
I'm gonna put that on the bottom of my list. So maybe,
all right,
maybe,
okay.
If if the budget allows,
if it allots the noise gate, I'll use one. Okay, so we got a distortion, brought up a noise gate. What is another essential pedal that you think you need?
Well, let's go with like your amp has nothing.
Your amp has nothing. Yes.
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Stock.
It has a good clean tone. I think that's probably the easiest way of. Oh, come on, cat! Seriously, get away from me! Oh my God, he's gonna get me.
It's like a Vox AC30.
Yeah, something that's just a nice clean tone.
Yeah. And what do you think would be the pedal that is definitely necessary for that amplifier? Definitely.
Well, if I got a distortion pedal,
yep,
I'm gonna go with
maybe
the next
a noise
one.
gate.
Maybe a noise gate. Maybe a noise gate. That's
Okay.
possible.
Okay, but you got a distortion pedal. You have a distortion pedal.
If I can, being a teenager, if I can go out and mow a few lawns, I'll get a noise gate.
Okay. All right.
I was thinking a reverb pedal.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
It's like if your amp doesn't have a reverb channel,
yeah.
He's fighting with his cat over here. I see him running around you. He's like running.
Dude, he is. He's
I see him running this way and that way. He's like running all over.
He just came over here, snuck over here, got underneath my friggin' desk, and then like hit me in the leg, and then took off. Like, cat is crazy.
Oh.
Yep. Anyways.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you deal with your cat for a minute. We're gonna take a bio break, please.
That's actually not a bad idea.
He's coming back. He's behind you.
Seriously?
I just think I saw him go. I saw a shadow.
Oh, he's such a jerk.
So I'm gonna take a bio break. We're gonna come back, and he's gonna deal with his cat, and we'll be back in a minute to continue talking about reverb pedals. Okay,
reverb. I think that's the way we should go. Reverb.
We'll be right back.
Jesus. And we're good. We're good.
We're back.
I always have to make sure that everything is unmuted. Like, oh, fuck. Did I remember to unmute it? Yep.
No, so we were talking about reverb.
Reverb, right?
And the importance of maybe an amp not having that if you own one.
Yeah, and there are a lot of amps out there that don't have reverb. So
yeah, they're not included
crazy
at all. So it's just, yeah.
Especially tube amps.
It should be standard nowadays. I mean, come on.
You know,
reverb
now
makes everything better. Come on, it really does.
It really does. Yeah, it just adds that, you know. It's like,
if you're coming out with an amplifier, it better have reverb. I'm sorry. It just got to have it included. It really does.
I still think like your high-end amps don't have it. Like your high-end tube amps, I don't think they have it.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
I think they're expecting you maybe to use an external reverb, but it's like they could have something in their arsenal for their, you know, their company that has that reverb that you have to have.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it just has that sound, you know? And they're missing the mark, a lot of these companies, by not having that integrated reverb that could be something that is killer that you can't get unless you buy that amp. It's like you need that.
If they had, you know, they incorporate like reverb into some of these high end amps, and people will be like, "Fucking right," because it does.
It just that reverb.
It makes things. I don't know. It just makes it sound so much. I don't know.
It's just wider and bigger, and
you
know, it just it adds so much body to the sound of the amplifier.
It does,
rather than just being stock. You know,
it's
not good all the time. Especially, you know, you don't want to use reverb during, you know, heavy reverb during rhythms or something like that.
Yeah,
but
yeah, you're doing some fast picking and shit like that. Reverb really doesn't matter at that point. But
no, but if you're a lead player or something,
yep.
It's like, oh, if I have integrated reverb in my amp, all I need is a delay pedal, which we'll get into shortly. But
yes, we will.
If you already have integrated reverb, why would you need one?
Right.
You know, that's a whole nother subject in itself, depending on, do you need a reverb amp?
Right. So
we reverb pedal, depending on if your amp has it.
Maybe
already.
We should look at these pedal boards as like a pedal board you can use with multiple amps.
Yes.
So, you know,
I do like that idea.
So that way, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, you have reverb. Right. If you need it, you've got it. If you don't need it,
don't even put it on your board. You don't even need it.
Right. Or just have it on the board and you just don't use it. You know what I mean? So
that too. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. But I think reverb's a good
do you have a favorite reverb pedal that you can think of that
I don't.
The
only reason
why is that? I was gonna say, why is that?
Is because all of the reverbs that I've ever used were either in rack effects units, because I used to use, you know, the whole monstrous rack with all the friggin' processors,
like a Lexicon reverb or something like that.
Yeah, I had Lexicons. I think I still have like.
What was the? I gotta ask, because I never used rack effects like that. You know, when I was growing up. What was the appeal of those rack reverb systems? Did they have like multiple options in them?
Or was
it just like, here's a reverb rack setup that was like this friggin' long for people who can't see me?
They have it would just
be. Did it have like presets in it or something?
They had presets, and then you can do your own. You
could dial it in to like get it,
yeah.
decay and mix and all that shit.
Yep. Yeah.
I just never understood the whole. I don't know why it was so necessary for a lot of these bands to use like these big rack Lexicon systems for reverbs. Especially when they had amps that had reverb on them. A lot of them did.
Well, a lot of those racks and stuff, like the ones that I used, they weren't just strictly reverb. They had reverb, chorus, flange, but there was no distortion. So it was all just effects.
So it was like a multi-effects rack system.
Right. And I just run them through the effects.
Lexicon made something like that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah.
So it had chorus, reverb. Did it have delay in it too?
Mm-hmm.
What was that system that you owned? Was it?
Oh, God.
I'm curious now because I didn't know they had really worked like that. I thought they were like dedicated to just like
I didn't have
you had.
no, I didn't have I'm sorry, I did not have the Lexicon one. Scott had the Lexicon one.
Okay.
Oh, I can't remember what it was called. MPX?
It was a Lexicon MPX.
I think that's what it was. I had the Lexicon pedal board.
Okay.
We both had Lexicon pedal boards, and I was using Rocktron and Teleflex, and I think I still have that rack.
So the Rocktron had the same thing you're talking about: chorus, delay, and reverbs all in it?
It had everything. Yeah, and it was fully programmable.
Was that like MIDI controlled? Like, how do you run multiple effects on that at once?
Yeah, it was MIDI controlled. So it just went to your effects loop in your amp.
Was there like buttons on it to like make sure you had active reverb, delay, and chorus?
Yeah, you had knobs, buttons, and a little display that.
I mean, on the rack itself, could you push like? So you had like chorus could be activated, but delay is not.
No. It didn't have buttons like that. No.
So you couldn't activate things by pushing buttons like make this chorus.
You had to actually go in and like program it.
Yeah, see, that's a totally another world for me. I never got into rack effects, so I never understood how it worked.
Oh, and some of them were a complete nightmare. You'd spend hours just doing friggin', I want to say presets, not presets. What the hell would you call them? Your own
patches?
Your own, whatever the hell you'd want to call it, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be presets, patches, like saves or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, your own, little...
Your own thing.
Yeah.
But you could see, you'd spend hours setting them up and...
Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I never got into that world because, when I got into really that whole digital modeling thing, I was using I still have it. Where is it? Somewhere around here.
That was before all of those, before modelers, that was years and years ago.
Yeah, I never used anything like that. It was always just like floor pedals, like stomp box things.
Yep.
And then the whole idea of modelers came out.
Yeah.
Which was, I had a Zoom 202.
I remember those.
Zoom pedal. It was Zoom 707, excuse me. It was black, the same one plastic I'm thinking of. Little box.
Yeah.
With an expression pedal on it. Yeah. And it was one of the most cool things I've ever seen in my life because it had chorus, delay, reverb. Everything was all built in.
Yeah.
It only had two little pedals where you could switch banks up and down. That's the way we're looking for, banks.
Yeah, you have banks.
Create a bank.
You can create banks and then you create...
Which is what you could do on your rack system.
Yes,
you create a bank of the effect and then you have different banks based on your effects.
Well, no. That's where it was weird. So,
you could. How do you mean?
So you'd have like preset channels all the way up to like, we'll say like 0 to 99,
127 or whatever.
And then after that was all your program. They were programmable channels, so you could put whatever you wanted in them
on each individual.
Yep. So they were actual channels.
Like each individual bank had its own set of channels.
Well, it wouldn't be a bank. The bank would be on the pedal board.
Yeah. So it's a preset. You're talking about presets.
No, well, presets are from the factory. So would
user presets. I'm talking about user.
You'd have user. Yeah.
So you could create up to 100 user presets.
Yeah.
On that thing you're talking about.
On the racks, or
Yes.
Give or take 100.
So if you stepped on the pedal, you could go to that user preset and boom, it would pop up and have
right. Well, that was the other thing too, because it was MIDI pedals. So the pedal board you could program to switch all the racks.
Oh.
Yeah, it's friggin' shit was a nightmare.
It's so confusing, dude.
No,
I would never.
The worst part of
I see why a lot of guitar players in the 80s and early 90s didn't fucking use this shit. They were just like, let me step on these three pedals and I'll call it good. If I fuck up, I don't care. Because I don't need to worry about programming all this crap unless you have a badass roadie or something.
The worst fucking part about all of it was when if you went to play like a gig and you had an issue.
Yeah, one thing goes down, it all goes down.
And you don't even know, it's like, where the fuck do I start? What do I, like, what the fuck? It could be just
I
a
saw a
stupid
reel.
patch cable. Like,
I saw a reel it was on Instagram. It was a reel on Instagram. This guy's, this was probably a couple months ago. And the guy, his whole laptop went down for the band, and they're all just winging it. But he had no click track. The drummer had no click track in his ear. So the fucking roadie's on his leg. The roadie's on his leg going, like, just tapping the tempo on his leg.
That's a good fucking roadie right there.
So he's tapping the whole set on his leg, like tick, 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 so that he knew, okay, I'm on time. I'm doing good.
You better give that guy a raise.
Seriously, that's what the reel says. Like, give that roadie a fucking raise.
Yeah.
He sat there just tapping his, like, thigh the whole set.
What the fuck?
I was like, wow. I was like, that's fucking awesome,
Jesus.
But it's that whole dependency too on that kind of shit nowadays.
It really is. Yeah.
If you have in-ears and you're playing the click tracks and you're playing the shit like that, it's like that goes back to your reliability thing about having MIDI switching and all that shit. If it goes out, you're fucked. You don't have anything to go back on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to be playing with a DI'd clean ass guitar and you're not going to have any good sound coming out. That's a lot of stress. It's like you never know if it's going to go down on you like that.
That's true.
But going back to like reverb, that's where we started with this was reverb. It's like,
I know we keep getting sidetracked.
That's what the point. I keep saying every time, it's the point, man. That's what I want us to do. We explore.
I know.
But yeah, I hate to be like static, but it's anyway. Reverb is quintessential to any guitar player's arsenal. It definitely needs to be there.
Oh yeah,
it definitely. Now here's the subject that comes up with reverb is like
what kind of
poor
reverb?
Man's pedal board. Poor man's pedal board. Okay, we're talking poor man's.
Right.
Okay, what's the budget here?
I don't know how cheap we can do this. Well, I'll tell you.
Here's my point. Here's my point to that.
I'm going to tell you right now. Go ahead. I had a little small, like pedal, the actual board, like one of those metal fucking things with a case. I had a small one given to me.
Because we need to think about that too. It's like, what's all these pedals going to go on?
I had a small one that was given to me, so I'm looking at that as $0.
Oh, see, I need to buy one of these. You fuck.
Well, no, because I look at it like I look at it this way, like a pedal. Really, I mean, you could take a piece of wood and stick pedals to it. You know what I mean? It doesn't.
Yeah, a piece of plywood. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, shit. That's the way we used to do it. Fuck.
No, but my father-in-law is a master woodsman, dude. I'm gonna have him take some scraps in the garage and craft me up a pedal board out of it, dude.
Hell yeah.
He would love it. He would love to build something like that. He'd be like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
He'd build me something cool, man.
Fucking right.
That'd be $0. And he would do it. I was like, he's gonna ask me, what did you want for Christmas? I'm like, I need a small ass pedal board. Fuck yeah. But anyway, it's gonna work.
Oh fuck yeah.
What do you want for your birthday, son? Well, can you go in your wood shop and make me a pedal board that's about a foot wide?
Yeah, because it's not going to have a lot of pedals on it.
No, it just needs room for like an expression pedal and like maybe 4 to 5 to 6 maybe little pedals on it.
Well, so far I got 2.
So far I got
I'm going to have a distortion pedal and a reverb pedal. Then it brings up, all right, what do you think would be the next most important?
Hold on, I'm going back. I don't want to keep going. I'm going to go back to reverb for a second. I was bringing up a point about, so what is the budget we're considering as poor?
$200.
How much?
$200.
$200. Okay.
Does that seem doable? I don't know.
No, I don't think so, because I'm like,
well, then that's exactly that's perfect. Then if it's not doable, I like it. We need to go with that.
I don't think so. I mean, if you're a guitarist and you are poor, what are you playing? You know, it brings up so many other things, though. It's like, what are you playing for a guitar? You know, what do you got?
Well, it's probably, maybe
Did you spend all your money on a guitar and you don't have any money for pedals?
Maybe that's what it is. It's like,
but
I got $200 left over. I need some pedals.
See, I'm thinking of like say that I'm going into this hypothetical dream where like say, okay, you have your dream guitar. Okay. You saved up for it, but you didn't bite the bullet right away. You kept saving a little bit. You know, say your guitar costs $1,500, $2,000.
Yeah.
Maybe you save $2,500 worth.
See, that's not a poor
$500
boy.
No, you're poor after you buy the guitar, man. You're poor after you buy that saved up fucking guitar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're poor the whole time saving up for it too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you're putting all that money towards the guitar. You don't give a fuck if your bills are paid. So that's the dilemma I'm running into. It's like, okay, what is the poor man's pedal board? Because
I'm
like,
thinking super cheap. Super
$200.
That's I think it can be done. I think it can be done.
But then it brings up a new subject, and
because I'm not talking about like
what is really important. Do you go $200?
Well, the way I'm looking at it is like
you go one pedal $200.
These friggin' brands you are never gonna hear of. Whatever we're picking up, these companies you're never gonna. These are like gonna be the most off the wall.
These are.
Yeah,
shit might break in a week, maybe 2 days.
It might not even work when we get it.
It might not even plug in. Who knows? You know, but. Oh, if I was gonna do it, say you could pick one pedal like to make my amp sound better. Oh my God, what would you pick for $200 budget? Right? There's another thought. What do you buy with $200 that could make your whole rig sound fucking awesome? There's another food for thought. I think you could. There's got to be like a stomp pedal that has all that shit built into it.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's some Chinese friggin' pedal knockoff brand that is probably like I got a Line 6 pod
in my drawer that could probably...
I mean, you could do it, right? I mean, you could probably... And shit, you could... There's nothing saying we have to buy all new pedals, right?
Yeah, it could be used, right? Go on eBay and buy used pedals.
Yeah.
Oh, this is getting exciting. This is intriguing, actually. I'm actually... I've been... Just for the listeners, I've been severely addicted to eBay.
Oh, geez.
3 weeks.
Oh, really? I've been addicted to eBay for years. It's so bad.
I have, how many packages coming right now from eBay? 16 in transit. I have 16 packages in transit from eBay right now. They must love me. They're just going to have to always go to my house and drop shit.
I'm on Amazon right now, right?
Yep.
And you were talking about like $200, like what you could do for...
Yeah, what's $200 on Amazon?
I mean, Flama FX100 guitar pedal.
I've heard of that.
Multi-effects processor with looper amp modeling. $145.
Right.
I mean, is that any good?
Who knows?
Oh my God, dude.
Fucking amazing.
4.4 out of 5 stars.
What do reviews say?
746 reviews.
Is there any guitar players that I am a guitar player and this thing sounds really fucking cool?
Hang on.
Is there any videos?
No idea.
Like audio review? See, shit like that, you never know. You could find a dark horse in the light somewhere and be like, oh my God, this sounds great.
Now I'm rethinking everything. I was going to do individual pedals, but
what about maybe it could be a modeler?
I'm still going to do individual pedals.
What about a modeler?
This is a modeler.
Okay. No, wait. Here we go. Okay. No, well, you stop. You stop looking at that. Okay. Because I got an idea. Okay. I have an idea.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Is it an idea?
I'm the model. I have an idea.
Okay, you
An
got
idea.
an
Okay, I
idea.
have an idea. Here comes the ideas
Mhm.
part of the podcast.
Oh, you gonna do the modeler?
I'm a modeler fanboy. You're not.
No, I'm
You
really
like
not.
traditional pedalers.
I do.
I just said
Peddlers.
pedalers.
Yes. It was that 7.2%.
This is some good shit, dude. I'm
Yeah.
almost done. But
Oh shit! I finished mine a while ago. Damn,
I'm almost done.
that was
But
good. I
this
told
is
you I
an
was going to
idea.
drink mine faster though, so that worked.
So, okay, here we go. We just figured this out live on stream.
Yeah,
You're gonna find the best collection of pedals that you can find for under $200.
under $200.
I'm gonna find a modeler
For
under $200.
Okay.
and we're gonna see.
Hey, no
what
cheating
works.
though.
No cheating.
No cheating. We can't watch.
I don't
videos.
even know what you even said. No, I'm not even gonna look at
We
reviews.
can't. We
Gonna,
can't. Yeah, we just have to kind of go. You know
I'm gonna
what?
go based on
do this.
user reviews and what the description says. I'm gonna say
no videos.
it's gonna. No, I promise. No,
I don't
no.
know. Looking at this one, shit, I'd fucking buy this one.
Turn it off because I'm not even. I
It
didn't
looks
know,
really cool.
I don't even know what you said for it. So let's
All right.
see what. All right. This could be fun. This could be really cool. So you're gonna have to build a pedal board, and I'm gonna buy a modeler and
Yep.
see what sounds
Yep.
better for under
That works.
under $200.
I don't like it.
Okay. You're gonna win this one because
I have no idea if that's like.
oh well. Here's the other thing. How do we rate this though? Do we play it through a PA straight or do we go through?
Oh, I don't know.
That is the stress test. Because how do you make that modeler sound right through an amp
I
that
think
you're
what?
using?
I think we'd have to do it through a few different. Either through an amp, through an FRF. Is that what they are?
FRFR,
Furs.
FRFR.
Maybe like a couple different amps.
Mhm.
FRFR.
Well, that's an all-day affair right there.
Yeah, well,
It'd be like Anderson's Music TV on YouTube, man. You seen that shit?
We're gonna pick
love
up.
that stuff.
We're gonna pick up some of these. I'm gonna make a brisket.
I'm gonna pick up some of these, make a brisket, pulled pork and brisket with these
we're gonna
burgers.
fucking taste the
Fuck yeah,
brisket. Oh.
And we could podcast after that with the pedal boards. Like, hey,
It's
Oh,
true. It's
we
true.
got an idea. We got an idea.
It's
now.
true.
Okay,
We can
We're doing
do
it live.
this.
We're doing it live.
We can
We
do
live in
that.
lodge. We live in live.
No, it's
207 represent.
Oh shit.
I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's a good idea. Is talking about figuring out what would sound better because you found a modeler for under $200.
Yeah, it's 145. Like
You
how
can
is that
spend
even
$145 on one reverb pedal. So
right? Oh no, I'm not even looking at. Seriously, I gotta look at fucking like $15.
what is a reverb
pedals.
pedal?
I have no idea.
I mean,
I don't know.
because I started going into like what does a pedal board matter? Like if you have like a Big Sky, you know what a Big Sky reverb is?
Oh,
Come on.
fuck yeah, I
These
do.
are they're like $600 for one.
All right,
But
I just found a
does.
reverb pedal for $24.
okay, $24.
$24.
Does it have hall and like arena and all that stuff built in?
No,
Does say?
it has one knob. No, hang on.
Just one knob.
It
It
has-
just says reverb.
oh my god.
Are you kidding about the one knob?
No,
Or
it
is
has two knobs.
actually-
One of them is mix, and the other knob is dwell. So you can dwell on how shitty this reverb sounds.
I was just kidding.
Oh,
Hey, Flux,
God.
how you doing, man? Hope your night's going
What
well.
is
man.
up?
We're just chilling. We're talking about poor man's guitar.
Oh, I can still
Oh.
say happy Friday. It's Friday here. Still. 2 more minutes.
Almost.
2 more minutes, you turn older.
2 more minutes. It's
It's your birthday.
my birthday, and I'll cry if I want to.
No, none of that. None of that. I'm gonna cry because I can't find a cheap reverb pedal. Actually, I did. I found that one. I guess that would work.
Is that the cheapest one you can find? Is $24?
Oh, yeah. So far.
Wow. eBay sounds like the better option. You might find a cheaper one.
Oh shit!
You would cry too if it happened to you.
That's right.
Absolutely. Say
That's
you
right.
buy a fucking expensive ass reverb pedal off eBay and it's a piece of shit. You'd cry. You really would.
This is actually gonna be a good little test. This is gonna be fun.
Are you actually adding that to your cart? That cheap ass?
No, I'm looking at like different reverbs.
You can add to cart and delete. No, create a wish list and add it to your wish list, and then you can delete all that shit after. Yes.
Oh my god, I might not be able to build a pedal.
I have a baby registry. If anybody wants to contribute to that,
you do. I just found one for 20. What is with that? Is that a reverb thing? Dwell?
What? Yeah, it's kind of like the it's basically the ambience control.
Is that one? Yeah. All right.
It's the decay. They call it dwell.
I've heard it's decay. Just dwell.
It's the decay. Dwell is decay. They call it dwell.
Oh my god.
Because decay was too offensive to people. It sounded like death, and people got scared.
What the hell's wrong with that?
So now it's dwell.
Use this reverb and you will decay.
Yeah. Decay scares people. It's a scary word.
This one is called Soul Dim.
Dwell.
It's a spring reverb. It's $20.
Ooh. Spring reverb.
Things are looking up.
I hate spring reverbs. I'm just saying that. If it's not a hall, you can kiss my ass. That's all I'm saying. It better be a hall reverb, or I'm done. I'm not
shit. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it should be fun.
I don't even know why I'm looking at this. But...
So, what do you think about? What do you think about?
I think I'm good.
Oh,
I think I got. I think I got.
You got one? He's not going to tell me because this is his little dark horse right here. He's not going to tell me. Okay, he's got it. He's locking it in.
You know what's really going to suck?
Final answer?
You know what's really going to suck?
What?
Power.
What do you mean power?
Those small pedals don't hold 9 volts.
No, it's all battery, right?
No. So you have to friggin' power them with a power supply.
Yeah, but they all come with one, right?
Let me check.
You just better get a big ass power strip and plug them all in at once.
I gotta add in the fucking cost of a power strip. Oh,
yes,
come on.
Now you have to add in a power strip with a surge protector. So you better be ready.
I don't think no, there's no fucking power.
I'm gonna get a beat up quad Cortex off eBay that costs $200. Beat your ass.
Yeah. No, I have to get power.
You have to get power.
I have to get power. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
All right, I think I can do this. Hang on.
By the power of Grayskull. Sorry.
I am the power. Oh, I can do this shit. Yeah, they make a fucking plug. It's $12. We're good.
They make a plug. They make a plug for everything.
Make a fucking plug.
They make a plug for pedals, guitars, my wife, everything. Dude, it's crazy. It's what? Did I say something weird? Anything come out?
No, I no idea.
Anyway.
Oh shit!
There's
your fucking. Hey, here's your noise gate. Here's a noise gate too, for $18.
Is it called a Dursimator? It's like a ripoff.
It's just
instead of a decimator.
Dirtmater.
Here's a decimator.
So yeah, I think
got a picture of Mater from cars on it.
It's a dirt mater.
It's a decimator. Decimator.
Decimator.
Decimator.
You know, good old
like
Decimator. You have to start making our own pedals.
Daisy Mater.
Daisy Mater.
Oh, I love it. You can put little Mater from Cars on it. You know, like the Larry the Cable Guy dude.
Yeah.
Daisy Mater. He's got like a. Sorry. But.
All right, so I think I'm going to go distortion pedal, reverb.
Yep.
I'm going to go with a chorus pedal.
Oh.
Maybe. You know what? I'm going to go with delay.
You going for that don't know what you got till it's gone vibe? Is that what you're going with?
I do like a little chorus, but not too much. I'm going to go with delay first.
You could either go the death route or the Cinderella vibe. What you go with the chorus?
All right, I'm going to go with a delay, a chorus.
Never gonna give you up. There's a lot of chorus in that guitar.
I'm going to do an overdrive, too. I think I can. With $200, I think I can do this.
Oh, he's finding out like how much shit costs right now, so he thinks he can pull it off. Okay.
I think I can do this.
This has become a competition now. Okay, all right. Modeler versus pedals. Ooh.
It's gonna be good.
Here's the beauty about this, though. When I have a modeler, I can create the patch with all these pedals engaged.
They might not sound that good, though.
You got a tap dance, though, for yours. Just saying.
I'm really good at tap dancing.
Me too. I'm not that good at that, though. It's like click. But all right. So
yeah,
have we gone into delays yet? No, we have not.
No, we have not.
So what do you think? What's your favorite delay that you've ever used of all time that you were like, this is fucking awesome?
Again, it wouldn't be well,
not a pedal, but was it included in that rack system you talked about?
Yeah. I did have. Well, no, I had a Nova system too from TC Electronics. That was a pedal.
That was just strict delay.
No, that one had reverb, chorus, delay. Actually, I think that had overdrive in it too, so you could run.
Is it a floor pedal?
Yeah. Yep.
Was it like a smaller mounted floor pedal?
No, it was a smaller floor pedal.
Like a multi-effects, but it was like a multi-effects floor pedal?
Yeah.
That's a modeler, isn't it? Wouldn't you call that? Or is a modeler what you consider like amps in it?
I would actually say that's like the start of where they were going with modelers.
Well, modelers are different, though. We're not talking about having amps and cabs in it. We're talking about just having effects in it. So a modeler
it had distortion and stuff like that too.
But there's no amps and cabinets in it. So that's a modeler to me,
that would
right?
be more of a
modeler. To you, is that your definition?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So I think it was the start of it, but.
So if you're talking like something like a Helix floor, that is got effects in it. But if you do Helix FX, that's only effects. There's no
just
amp.
effects. Yep.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Now I got. Okay.
So
how much? All right. Go. Yeah, but delay though. I mean.
I think delays are important. I think delays are pretty important.
They're obviously not important in like they might be important in like clean sections or like leads, right? But they wouldn't be practical in like any rhythm parts. Would you think?
It depends on what you're doing.
Where would that be practical? Where would that be practical? You think like delay in like rhythm part?
Every U2 song.
well, that's all like one big lead anyway. You know what I mean? It's
but every U2 song is all delay.
Holy shit! Sorry, I got mind blown. Holy crap! So I was like, maybe I don't know how much a Line 6 HX effects goes for.
Oh yes,
I thought I'd look it up.
$700.
$599.
Oh, $600. Yeah.
$600.
Oh yeah.
What? That's just the effects. There's no
That's
even amps or cabs in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah,
I thought
but
it was going
those
to be
actually have they're also a switcher too, so you can use those as a MIDI switcher. You can have pedals go into that.
What?
And
I
you can
understand
switch
that,
them on and off.
What am I thinking of? Oh, it's this one. It just came out and it's super cheap.
It
Is
ain't
the Helix
$200 though.
It's called Helix 1. It's a little stomp box, but it has like all this shit built in it. Where is it? Why can't I find it?
Oh, hey, happy birthday.
Hey, thank you, man. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Not that it's anything exciting, but thank you. Fucking yeah, it is my birthday. I forgot. It was like 10 minutes ago.
Holy shit.
Helix pedal. What the hell was the name of that new one that just came out? But anyway.
I am not sure.
But my point is that delay, I mean, you said you had one that was built in.
Yeah.
In a rack system that you had. For me, I don't think I really ever owned one. I never owned
used a
delay pedal.
I did have a memory man.
Memory man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did have one of those.
Those were popular back in the day. Everybody liked those.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Cool little pedal. I don't think I had any other ones that were pedals.
There it is. It's the Line 6 HX1.
Yeah.
Just came out. It's $300. But
that's above the budget.
That's above the budget.
Yeah.
But it is loaded with everything you'd ever dream of when you were a kid. You know what I mean? Like, it has everything, you know?
It's really not bad.
250 effects. I mean, reverbs, delays, dynamic effects, dirt. I mean, it has stomp box modes, 128 presets. I mean, come on, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know? And they sound really good. I mean, that's stuff that comes out of my Helix or your headrush kind of sounds, you know? That's really good. But that's over the budget. You know, I was hoping that would be like $199. I was hoping it was gonna be like $199, but no, it wasn't $199. So that was the point I was trying to make there. I was hoping it'd be $199, but it wasn't. But it's like,
son of
that's
a
why
bitch.
if it was a $500, you know, that's
not a poor man's.
That's further on up the road.
Yeah, if it was $500, I wouldn't get rid of it. You know what I mean? Like if I was building something for $500, it's mine.
No. Even if I had one of the HX1s, I'd keep it. You ain't getting it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just not happening.
Sorry, I paid $299 for that. You ain't getting it.
Yep, fuck off.
Want to use this myself, but. Yeah.
So what do I?
Did you have?
Now let's talk about like effects that you'd never fucking use.
That you would never use.
Flanger.
Never use.
Exactly.
Phaser. Never use.
Oh my god, a phaser. Yeah.
I would never use any of these.
No. Well, it's just not in our music. It's not in our style.
It's just. It's not what. Yeah, I can't find a practical application for a effect like that.
I mean, like, well, you know, Eddie Van Halen used a flanger and shit, or flanger,
but
or phaser,
he applied
or did he use
it
both?
in a. He did. He used phasers and flangers, but actually, I don't think he used phasers. He used to like offset his amps in a weird way where they would phase out each other.
Yeah,
and it would cause that sound.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, but I don't think he actually used a pedal dedicated to the phaser sound.
Yeah,
but
he used flangers.
A flanger sound he did definitely. When he did Eruption and that whole album, he had a flanger for going on for that. But would I ever use one? No, I have no practical aspect for it. Never used one.
Pedals. I've had I've never fucking used them. Like,
I've never stopped on that pedal and said, I need a
well, no.
right
The
here.
only time
never
I shouldn't say that I've never used them.
Unless you're in a cover band and it calls for it.
Oh, I'd kick on.
Say you're covering like Black
and,
Hole Sun and you need a tremolo.
Yeah. Oh, a tremolo,
you need to hit that sound.
Yeah. No,
but that's another pedal coming up probably here in a couple minutes.
The flanger I used.
Flanger, you never.
I used only when I was fucking around, like, you know, just jamming out, drinking beers. Yeah. I kick on the flanger and play like Barracuda, which I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know the song, but anyone can play it, you know.
It just has that. Yeah, you have to have a flanger on.
Oh, yeah.
I used to always kick it on when I played Ain't Talking About Love by Van Halen.
Yep.
You have to have that going.
Oh, yeah.
Or it doesn't sound right. It's just, but, would I ever put that practically on a pedal board? Hell no.
No. Waste of money.
No, never. Yeah. Never do it. But,
waste of money. Tremolos.
Now, going back to what you said. Yeah, tremolo. Would you? I know you're one band that used a lot of these was Seven Dust.
Which
they only used in like one song though that was prominent.
Yeah.
Was that Black?
Oh, for
Seven Dust.
Yeah, that was actually a couple of different effects they used to do that.
But that was a tremolo.
Yeah, it was a tremolo.
That was a
tremolo and something else that was on top of that.
But it caused that stutter step sound.
Yep.
But where would you ever practically use a tremolo?
To cover that Seven Dust song?
That's exactly that's what I mean. Because if you use it in any other aspect, they're gonna be like, he was ripping off Seven Dust.
What the fuck? Oh yeah.
Because they used it so prominently in that song that you couldn't use it again like that without people going, "Oh, I see where they got that idea from."
Like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so it's like, would I have a tremolo? Probably not. Nope. Never use one.
Nope.
Never gonna use it either.
That's a big negative right there. No tremolo.
So cross off the tremolo.
Right? Whammy pedals.
Big plus. Yes. You have to have one.
I've bought them, sold them, bought them, sold them, bought them,
I'm back.
sold
it again.
I've had 3 of them over the years, just like, I need this pedal. I need a whammy pedal. And then I never used it, so I got rid of it.
No, is this whammy or wah?
Whammy.
Okay, you're talking about pitch shifters.
Yes, yeah, the whammy pedal.
So that's a fine line. Some people say whammy, some people say wah.
Oh,
some people say pitch shifter.
Yeah.
I call a whammy a pitch shifter.
I was going by the actual, like what
I know, like the actual term of it is a whammy. I know, but it's a pitch shifter.
Yes, yeah. Yep.
So my brain, being I've been drinking, goes, "Are you talking about a wah pedal or a?" So a pitch shifter, yes. Okay, pitch shifters, yes. Those are pitch shifters are a fine line depending on how you use them.
Yeah, like I said, I bought one. It's like, I need one of these. And then I never used it. I sold it, and I was like, "Oh, I need another one of these. I'm gonna use it this time." And I bought one. I never used it, and I sold it. And I was like, "Fuck! I really want another whammy pedal." I fucking bought one. I never fucking used it. And like, Jesus Christ! And they were expensive. Like the last few.
You had like a Steve Vai whammy or something, right?
Oh, the Y I had was
Now, wasn't there one that was a whammy that you had? Well, who's that by? You told me you had that one.
I had my whammy pedals were all Digitech. I think they were Digitech. Isn't that the company that makes the whammy?
Yeah.
I had the old school ones. So they ended up, the first one that I bought was cheap. It was like $80 or something like that. And
you had the Tom Morello whammy. Whee!
Well, that's what he used was that's what he used. And
he was a Digitech whammy,
yeah. Yeah, so I ended up fucking buying and selling 3 of those fucking things. Like, so stupid. No, my wah that I had was a
You
Steve
had the bad
Vai.
horsey,
Yeah,
right?
the bad horsey, yeah. I
You said that
own
had a
2
spring
of
in it,
those.
right?
Yeah, and it would automatically shut off.
How did it bounce back to center when you stepped on it?
It brought it back up, all the way up, and it would shut it
So how
off.
would you get the middle if you wanted? You couldn't, right? Unless you held it.
Yeah, just by holding it. Yeah.
But you couldn't leave it there held. It would
No.
bounce back. Oh wow, that's unique. But
They were a pretty cool setup, and
I just had wicked deja vu. Did we just talk about this not too long ago? We did talk about
We
this
probably
exact
have, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I think we brought up this exact same pedal subject, like unless I dreamt it, but I swear to God, we talked about this already.
Did we do this last podcast? I don't know. Jesus
I think we did.
Christ.
I think we talked about this exact same subject.
All right, well then we're gonna stop talking about it.
No, but whammy pedal, yeah. I mean, I've never found a practical implication for a whammy pedal ever.
No.
I don't need one because I don't use it. It's like if I want to do a higher pitch fucking thing or a lower, I use a whammy bar. I don't need a whammy pedal. If you're on a fixed bridge, like say like a PRS or something that's fixed bridge, you're gonna need something like that to pitch bend, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
This goes to people that poor man's pedal board. So it's like if you're on a cheap guitar that doesn't have a whammy bar or Floyd Rose on it, maybe a whammy pedal's for you.
Yeah, but a whammy pedal,
I don't know.
They're like fucking $200 and something fucking dollars now. They're insane.
There's no cheap whammy options on it.
There might be. There might be. I don't know. I haven't looked yet.
Oh, he will. Watch. He's gonna come out with this. He's gonna come out with this. He's like, "You've changed the game, man. I'm gonna come."
So
up
in a
with
poor
some
man's
dark
pedal,
horse."
in a poor man's pedal, do we a wah? And do you go
wah
with a
pedal?
wah?
I
Wahs
think is
are
essential.
nice.
I think it's essential.
Yeah.
It better have. You gotta have one. I think because
oh god,
your sound can transform completely with a wah pedal.
It can, yeah. Especially
even if you leave it half cocked or fully open or back, you can change tones just by EQing your wah pedal. You can do a lot of amazing things with it.
Yeah.
And I think it's a key element to guitar sound or a pedal board in general. You need to have a wah pedal because there's so many situations, whether you're playing a cover band or your own band, it's probably going to be used for something.
It's true.
You know?
Yeah, wows.
You're always going to have a use for that wah pedal. It doesn't matter. And if you have one that converts between volume and wah, even better. Oh,
that's even better. Yeah.
If it can be used as a volume pedal and a wah pedal, even better. Yeah. So it's up. I don't know if that's in the budget, but
I don't know.
With a modular, it definitely in the budget. You can bypass that signal and put it into volume or wah.
We're gonna find out, right?
This is good. This is so exciting. I'm actually excited for this. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, shit. I think we can call this one, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten through the list. We've gotten through the. I mean, is there anything else you would add to the pedal board besides this point?
Well, I think at this point, I'm gonna start doing some research and see if I can come up with some prices.
Because Reb is like nervous now because he's like, "Oh, I didn't think we were gonna bring a modeler into this."
Oh no! It's gonna sound great.
Something happened. Something happened during this podcast. Something happened. It's a beautiful thing.
It's going to be interesting just to see, can you get like a good sound out of like a couple $100?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm down to still buy pedals that I don't care. I'll get both. I'll do both. I'll pick out pedals that, One thing I'm going to say before we leave, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to throw a wrench in the gears. I'm not sponsored by these guys, but I'm going to say one thing about this little device that I'm going to hold up.
Oh, shit. What's he got?
Poor man's pedal board. Okay. Yes. That was the theme of today.
Yes.
For all you broke-ass people out there,
Ah,
See
very
this thing right here?
nice. Yeah.
You see this thing right here? There's a positive grid. Okay, this is a little amplifier.
Is that the Spark? Is that what they call
the
that one?
Spark Go?
Spark Go.
You download an app on your phone free. You got to buy this first, but you download an app free, and you get all these pedals and amplifiers already on your phone.
Yeah,
and then you got this little thing. You know, it's got a little plug in right there. You plug your guitar in, and it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you want to have a really live setup? Because that's not a live setup. That's something in your bed jamming.
Have you tried like miking that to like see like
no,
recording?
I never have, but I've seen people do it, and it sounds awesome.
Really?
Like, amazing. Yeah, it sounds like just any big amp, you know, because it's super loud for how small it is. But
shit.
I'm just saying, like, if you are really on a budget, you can get this. I'm not discounting what we're talking about.
Yeah, but that's under $200. So.
But this is under 200. This is $129.
Yeah.
You know, but I think what we're going to come up with is a way better option than that.
Hopefully.
I think it is.
Hopefully.
But I bought this because I'm lazy and I like to sit in my hallway because it's outside and I like to be away from noise and stuff. And so I just take this and I plug in, I go in my hallway and I jam out on this little tiny thing, and it comes through my phone. And we'll probably go through that in another podcast.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's also a cheap option, but we'll figure out why that's a cheap option in the next couple episodes, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
But all right. Yeah, let's sign this stuff off, man.
Yeah.
I think we've covered everything we need to cover tonight. And
yeah, next week we'll come back.
I had a super fun time.
I'm gonna do a little research and see what I can come up with for prices, and
Definitely.
I'll get
look
the
up
the baseline. Like, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think there's definitely some stuff I need to research to find. So it doesn't have to be Amazon. It can be anywhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can do a TeamU thing. I mean, you might not get it for a year and a half, but
can it be used or does it have to be new?
See, that's, I don't know. What do you?
Can it be used? I want people to witness this. Can it be new next time we check up on each other? Can it be new or used?
I think either or. Either or.
Say I find something badass for under $200,
well,
and it works.
Find something badass.
And it's a poor man's budget, right?
Oh yeah.
So where are they going to go? Everywhere to find something cheap.
Yeah.
Whether it's outdated tech or it's new, right?
Yep.
So here's the challenge. Okay. So you find what you can. Okay. We're gonna do this. This is gonna be fun. I'm actually really excited.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Shit.
All right.
Well,
we're gonna call it for the night on this Friday.
Yes. Well, now it's Saturday. Well, it depends on where you are. Yeah. For us, it's Saturday.
For us, it's Saturday.
Yeah.
Anybody else listening? Yes. It's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
All right, man. You want to sign us off?
Sure. Well, as always, you can always find us at anything RebmoCam, anything Audio to the Eyeballs. We're all over the fucking place. Like I said earlier, for the beer stuff,
like a rash.
Untapped, UNTAPPD, that app. It's all about beers. You can see our reviews
Untapped.
on there. Just follow us. It's BGI Pods. That's it, I think. Something like that.
BGI Pods. Untapped/BGI Pods. You'll find us.
What else do we have to say? Make sure to subscribe, follow, love all this stuff. 5 stars. Whatever the hell you do with podcasts. I don't know. Like, what do they talk about now?
Everything. Follow, subscribe, like.
Yeah, high fives, whatever.
Join the Discord. We have a Discord.
We do have a Discord.
Yes.
We should probably set up a way of joining that easily.
Yes.
But anyways,
we're gonna add that next time in the description of the video.
Do that. Do it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Join the Discord. Come in and Say hi, introduce yourself.
And we live stream all these podcasts every single Friday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. Yes.
So anyways, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, see ya. How do I do the outro thing? Oh, is it like this? There it goes.
You got it. You got it.
Damn, I did something right.
It's his old hand. How do you get the buttons?